All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Hadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, and this is going to be real quick because, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, which is 2 Corinthians, 2 and 11. All right, and what you see is Eric Trump warns that banks must adopt crypto or be extinct in 10 years. And we know that Esau Edom is moving much faster than this. Okay. He's just blowing smoke of people's kulos because ultimately, all right, this is the end goal. All right, with this crypto, it's all leading into, that grain of rice. Okay, that will be incision in one's being through their hand and neural link through their head. Okay. And just going into the banks and crypto, all right, this is a way for them to, start their great reset. Okay. They have to get rid of the heavy debt. All right. Let's go here. Let's grab this. Let's say a second. Yeah, so I wanted to grab Habakkuk 2 and 6 to say the reason why they're collapsing the system. All right. It says the conquered people will taunt their conquerors and show their scorn for them. They will say, "You take what isn't yours, but ye are doomed. How long will you go on getting rich by forcing your debtors to pay up?" Okay, so they have bumped the ceiling, and now they can't force, their debtors to pay up, especially because what's happening now, all right, economically in Babylon the Great is the grinding and ceasing, all right, and people have lived deliciously here for so long on their credit cards, loans, etc., good paying jobs. Well, all that is over now, okay? And so what's happening now is the breakdown of, this kingdom, and they think that they're going to go back to zero with their idea of the Great Reset, all right? And what you're seeing is an absolute collapse is going to happen because once they unplug that system that's in place now, okay, with the FRN, Federal Reserve Notes, that's what system I'm speaking of, all right, which is the world currency, which is the US dollar, all right. Once that system is unplugged, everything's going to go down at once, okay. And this is why it's said to be the new world order, because everything's going to have to come back underneath the guise of that cryptocurrency, okay, which is going to be stuffed inside that rice of grain for you. All right, that's going to be the new banking system. It's lucky. 1 second. So with that new banking system, it's gonna come all type of troubles. All right, and people are going to lose everything. This is the great plan that they got. All right. So let's get this. And I want to read this real quick. Salaki. So I just typed in the saying gold and silver won't save you. And it says it's a common interpretation of verses in the King James Version of the Bible, particularly uh, Ezekiel 7:19 and Zephaniah 1:18. These verses emphasize that earthly riches cannot protect individuals from God's judgment or satisfy their spiritual needs. All right, the elaboration of it, which let's just go to 7, Ezekiel 7:19, GNT. Let's go back there. Salaki. All right, Ezekiel 7:19. It says, they will throw their gold and silver away in the streets like garbage, because neither silver nor gold can save them when the Lord pours out his fury. All right, they cannot use it to satisfy their desires or fill their stomachs. Gold and silver led them into sin. All right, so it's telling you, you know, Esau's uh, uh, pillaging is what got him into the predicament that he's in. Let's grab this real quick. Just bringing out some scriptures on the downfall and that grain of rice, man. All right. And we know that it goes into Revelations 13 and 16. Right? But let's check this out right here. Slocky. Give me a second. Give me a second. So just like Ezekiel 7 and what was that? I think it was 18. Let me see. Slocky. Oh man, this phone's pissing me off. Okay. So it's going to be a terrible time. As it said in 18, and then 19 is the verse that I just finished reading. It says, describes a scene of widespread sorrow and shame during a period of judgment. People will put on sackcloth, be overwhelmed by terror, have shame on their face and baldness on their heads, says the Bible Gateway. This symbolizes deep mourning and the consequences of sin and the impending disaster. All right. So the disaster is, those nuclear missiles hitting this place as well. But let's read this over here. Ecclesiastes 21:8. It says, he that buildeth his house with other men's money is like one that gathereth himself stones for the tomb of his burial. So we know that, how this place was acquired. It says it too, ill-gotten gains. I believe that's how it's stated. Let's see. Let me go out here and do it. Let's get this. Right here. So because they have acquired all these ill-gotten gains and this unnecessary wealth, and they haven't shared with the people of the earth, the Lord is about to smite Esau, Edom. Okay? Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. All right? So we know who the hands of the wicked is because what money, the currency that covers the earth and whose face is on there. Okay? This currency is found in everywhere. It doesn't matter what country you go to, it's there. Okay, so rightfully so, those are the people that rule the earth. Okay, it's James 5:3. It says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasures together for the last days. All right, and pretty much that's it. That sums up the lesson. But them switching over to this crypto is the final nail in the coffin, man, so to speak. Okay, because great judgment is coming with that RFID microchip. We know that to be true when you read Revelations, the 14th chapter. All right, Revelations 13 is how they're going to try to get it into everybody. But when you read Revelations, the 14th chapter, it tells you how you're going to be destroyed because of that rice of grain that will be inserted inside you. Okay, your left or right hand, it doesn't make a difference. All right, so this is where we at with it. All right, come on, Esau, let's go. It doesn't matter to wait it out any longer. There's nothing else here. Okay, and every day it's another brick wall that comes up because of the hand of the Heavenly Father. All right, so with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash, Shalom.